Hello folks, Alternating Bit here, and I'm continuing my journey in the modular world, learning day by day a little bit. Last video I posted, I had actually some inquiries in regards to some of the inputs and flows I had set up, and I had some erroneous wires that were just still dangling from a previous session that weren't even doing anything. So I've got basically two oscillators that are working together, and one oscillator is kind of, I say, triggering the other in that the pulse coming from this is going into its own exponential frequency, creating kind of like a rate. And this is also sending a ramped wave that is going into the variable filter. This filter is like doing everything. I mean, as far as crafting this sound, I don't know what I would do without this thing. And what's going into this filter is not only the ramped wave from this oscillator, but we also have the output of the oscillator 8 over here, which actually shapes the wave. It's selected a triangle. So this whole unit is going into this, feeding into this filter, shaping the sound. But the main signal input into this filter is the sine wave from this oscillator. And it's at kind of a low range, so you'll hear that too. They're kind of, again, they're working together. Totally disconnected the envelope generator, not using that right now. And then for instrument interface, I'm just sending in another wave sound from this oscillator, triangle, going directly into here. And you can see this light pulsing right now. That is the, what's going in right now is the pulse from that triangle, and that's going to shape what I'm calling the rhythm of the sound. This sound has like a pulse beat to it. So right now, I don't have that connected. I will in a moment, so you get to see what happens when you do that. And then this thing, which I've yet to really understand, like I understand any of those, right? The state variable filter is outputting a high pass, but when you select notch, to have a separate output from the notch into your output in the amplifier, which just goes out to the speakers or whatever, it just changes it completely. I think it's interesting that you can do multiple outs on this thing. It's really fascinating. So anyway, so here's the sound. I'm gonna let you hear it now, and then you're gonna hear me suddenly make it have kind of like a beat to it by adding that envelope triggered by this triangle wave. Okay, enough explanations for this one sound. Here we go. Let's add the beat. Obviously, at this point, I can do all kinds of different shaping and changing the pulse, the tempo, and all that just by changing like the width of the pulse width on this oscillator. The frequency of that oscillator. Or the frequency of the state variable filter. Resonance. That's when things go crazy. So that was adjusting the pulse width.